Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, Representative Corleone's amendment to Dean Craddock's amendment essentially would gut every local ordinance in the state dealing with the payday lending industry. And we heard some talk earlier about how the majority of cities don't have these ordinances, but I want to read to you the list of the cities that have these ordinances. And if you represent one of these cities, I think you ought to think carefully about whether you want to undo your local city's ordinance regulating this industry. Amarillo, Angleton, Arlington, Austin, Balcones Heights, Baytown, Bedford, Bel Air, Bryan, Brownsville, Cedar Hill, College Station, Corpus Christi, Dallas, Denton, DeSoto, Dickinson, El Paso, Euless, Flower Mound, Galveston, Garland, Harker Heights, Hurst, Houston, Killeen, Longview, Mesquite, Midland, Farr, San Angelo, San Antonio, Seguin, Somerset, South Houston, Temple, University City, Waco, Weatherford, West University Place, and Willis. Members, these cities contain the vast majority of the population of our state. And the reason they've enacted these ordinances is because these businesses, these payday lenders, crop up in these heavily populated areas, and they prey, as Dean Craddock said, they prey on the most vulnerable Texans, trapping them into high-interest loans that they can't ever get out of, forcing them to roll over and over and over again, assessing high fees and outrageous interest rates up to 500%. That's why we need to vote no on this amendment.
Representative Giddings, for a purpose.
Will the gentleman yield?
Mr. Turner, yield.
Be happy to yield.
He yields.
Yes. Representative Turner, are you aware that there was a 2010 Texas survey that found that 76% of payday borrowers seeking charitable assistance also receive a public benefit? So basically, all we're doing is driving these people into a place where they can't help themselves and they have to reach out for public benefit.
That's absolutely right, Representative Giddings. And in addition, I know that I've heard numerous charitable organizations, well-known charitable organizations, say that upwards of 1/3 of the assistance that they give out to families in need in our state essentially is subsidizing payday loans, because families get trapped in these things and then they can't afford a rent or a car payment or utilities or food.
You're aware, of course, that Dallas has an ordinance.
Yes, I am.
Good. And are you aware that in 2013, 2014, a survey associated with churches and nonprofits found that these churches and nonprofits had picked up for their constituents $2.9 billion in fees?
I didn't know that exact number. It's outrageous. It's absolutely outrageous.
And are you aware that statewide refinances make up 61% of single payment loan transactions?
Yes, I was aware it was that high.
And for borrowers who refinance, the average cost to pay a $500 loan can reach up to how much? Do you know the answer to that?
I've heard numbers of around 500%.
$3,000 can reach up to $3,000.
Yeah, around $3,000
for a $500 loan.
Right.
Now, I've heard people up at that microphone talking about we can't do this because the municipal court ruled this, that, and the other thing. Do you think those same people are just as interested in the Supreme Court's ruling on voter ID in House and congressional districts?
I don't think so. I think we're very selective when we choose to look at what court rulings we choose to follow. Clearly, the state has the ability to do this. As Speaker Craddock said, we're one of only 3 states that does not. It's past time that we do it, and I think he has a good amendment, and I think we need to oppose the Capri-Leone amendment, which would gut it.
It is past time to do it. This is a cycle of debt and a debt trap for many everyday citizens.
Yes, ma'am, it is. And members, I would just add that numerous faith groups that I believe we all respect are strongly in favor of what Speaker Craddock is putting forward. Faith in Texas, Texas Baptist, Christian Life Commission, as well as Catholic Charities, have all been outspoken in the need for the reforms that Speaker Craddock is proposing. I would ask that you vote no to this amendment to the amendment.